after I came back from holidays, I know I mentioned to you guys that I have so many perfumes to talk about. And yeah, today's video will be all about reviews. I'll be reviewing some of the new perfumes that I have received in PR. I'm very grateful and at the same time excited to be sharing with you my honest thoughts and opinions about these new perfumes that might be interesting to you as they are not yet that much talked about in social media. So Avant reached out to me and asked me if I would like to do a collaboration with them. And of course, I said yes. The first perfume that I'm going to talk about today is from the brand Mind Games, and this is Prodigy. Guys, I am so excited that they ship to Europe. I thought they only ship to US. This is the first perfume from their collection that I have tried, even though there will be more to come soon and there will be more reviews to come out in my channel. Anyway, Prodigy. This is one of their newest release and it is an extrait de parfum. The packaging of this fragrance is a stunner. And what I mean by packaging is not just the bottle, but let me show you how the whole packaging looks like. So it came with this big box and inside there are 2 more vials of scents. Prodigy came with a Rose Absolute vial and a patchouli vial. So basically this is for someone who wants to amp up the said note in their fragrance, because Prodigy is mainly a rose and patchouli scent. And it's not just an ordinary rose and patchouli scent. Guys, it's my first time to try something from Mind Games. And yeah, all I can say is that I am blown away with the quality of this fragrance. This, by the way, is my scent of the day. And what can I say? Yes, this is definitely a rose, patchouli, and sandalwood forward fragrance. However, I will say that this is one of the most luxurious and sexiest rose, patchouli, sandalwood combo that I have ever tried. This to me smells like a luxurious powdery rose that doesn't smell mature, okay? So I'm talking here about a very high quality rose. It is not just a typical powdery rose that you will find in a lot of designer or even niche fragrances. It also has cafe latte note that gave this fragrance creaminess. And what I mean by creaminess is like a foamy latte. It also has a very creamy sandalwood, vanilla, and blondie woods in the base. This fragrance is gorgeous. Even though the sound of rose, patchouli, sandalwood may not sound very original, I find this fragrance original, and that is coming from someone who has a lot of rose fragrances. If you watch my channel, you know how much I adore rose scents in fragrances, and I will say that this is one of the best roses that I have ever tried. This is blended into perfection. I will say though that the patchouli is very prominent. However, the kind of patchouli here is also luxurious, earthy patchouli that is not bothering me. So having said that, I absolutely love this fragrance. And as a matter of fact, this is my favorite in today's video. I absolutely love the rose, patchouli, sandalwood combo in here with that distinct creaminess coming from the cafe latte note. Rose, cardamom, and patchouli are the main notes that I smell from my scent bubble. And then I also feel the creaminess coming from the cafe latte, sandalwood, and vanilla. I love everything about it. Maybe just not the price, but I do have a discount code with them just in case you're interested. I think it's Joanna10, so that will still save you some bucks. I definitely love this fragrance, and I'm so grateful and happy to add this beautiful powdery creamy rose scent in my collection. Longevity above average, complexity is also present in here. I highly recommend you checking this out, especially if you are a rose lover like me. This is one of the best rose scents that I have in my collection. Once again, Prodigy by Mind Games, and this is an extrait de parfum. Even though it's unisex, I would say that this is feminine leaning, as this one is giving sexy femme fatale vibe. Next perfume is from a brand that is very new to me as well, and I also got this from So Avant. I'm talking about the perfume brand of TUMI, and this fragrance is called Whisper. As far as I know, TUMI is a luggage brand, right? I think it's a travel and bag accessories brand. And I'm delighted to know that they have expanded to perfumes as well now. This is my first time to try something from their fragrance collection. And I think their fragrance line is inspired to capture the essence of travels. So yeah, having said that, I am thrilled because I love traveling and I definitely love capturing scents of a destination. Whisper is actually inspired by Kyoto, Japan, which is one of my top 10 favorite destinations. Anyway, now let's talk about the scent. Whisper. Whisper to me is another rose scent, okay? This one has rose, geranium, lychee, orris, jasmine. This is quite floral to the point that I will consider this as a floral fragrance because the jasmine is very strong in here, and the rose, and the kind of rose that is in here is a jammy rose. At the same time, it has freshness coming from the lychee to cut that heady nuance of floral notes that are in here. I think as this fragrance dries down, it feels lighter, but doesn't mean that you're not smelling it, okay? What I mean is that the opening of this seemed quite heady because of the strong jasmine, rose, and geranium. But then as the lychee picks through, it becomes like very fun and enjoyable to wear, I'll say. This fragrance is grounded with oud and ISOE Super, which in my opinion made this fragrance actually very long lasting. The kind of oud that is in here is very clean. I wouldn't say that it's a synthetic oud as well. It is quite hard to detect as this is more of a floral perfume. However, I do get that oud just in the background. Me, the ISOE Super and oud in here is kind of giving strong wood and musk base. I will say that this is a solid release, and I think that this fragrance is for someone who's into floral perfumes. They really captured Kyoto in here because of the floral vibes that it's giving. It's not a heady floral, okay? As mentioned, this has a lychee that freshens up everything, and also it has sweet amber that is quite present. It is a very feminine scent. It's a kind of perfume that you can wear on a daily basis. I really like this scent because I also like rose scents, even though I'm not really a floral kind of girl. But since the rose and jasmine are the standout notes of this fragrance, and the lychee. I like this fragrance. And one more thing about this fragrance is that it lasts, and I'm talking about 10 plus hours. Okay, projection wise, I will say first 2 hours is strong until it becomes moderate. This fragrance is very reasonably priced. This is something that will be great to give as a gift to anyone who is into floral scents, especially rose. Highly recommend for all the rose and jasmine lovers out there. The next three perfumes are something that I'm very excited to talk about. It's my first time as well to try fragrance from them because as far as I know, they are a clothing brand, and I'm talking about the brand of Banana Republic. And today I will talk about three of their new collection. And the first one that I'm going to review is called Morning Jasmine. And guys, this is an extrait de parfum, as well as the other two that I'm about to talk about in today's video. And yeah, let's talk about the scent. I love the sleek bottles, by the way. Yeah, when it comes to the scent, guys, to me, Morning Jasmine doesn't have jasmine. Or even though jasmine is listed, I don't really get jasmine in here. This to me is very fruity and rosy. So another rosy scent to my nose. This smells very sparkly and fruity. Imagine like sparkling pear and raspberry. Those are the fruits that I am definitely getting out of this fragrance, and dark vibes from plum. These fruits are grounded with patchouli, cedarwood, and vanilla. So having said that, it is kind of giving a fruit chili kind of vibe. I would say that it is in the same ballpark as Herba Pura. If you love that fruity kind of DNA, you will love Morning Jasmine. I won't say though that they are dupes, okay? They are just giving the same vibe. Morning Jasmine to me has prominent plum and raspberry. Those are the two notes that I'm getting out of this fragrance. So it is fresh, but at the same time, it has some darkness in it. This, I would say, is the most unisex out of the three perfumes. This fruity, sparkly, something that would be great to wear for a holiday party. Nothing like red carpet. I'm talking about like a festive kind of party. That is the vibe of Morning Jasmine. Not really a jasmine scent, but more of fruit chili kind of scent. And when it comes to longevity and projection, I would say that this lasted me around 6 to 7 hours with strong projection for the first 2 hours until it becomes moderate. Yeah, once again, Morning Jasmine by Banana Republic, and I find this fragrance unisex. Next up from their collection is Monday Rose, and this is the last rose scent in today's video. Now Monday Rose is a light, airy, and a little bit watery kind of rose. So imagine like a rose water essence. Yeah, that is the kind of rose that is in here, plus a very prominent grapefruit. So once again, this is a very citrusy and refreshing rose with lychee and rhubarb. So having said that, it has a bit of sourness in it. And no, it doesn't smell like Delina, okay? Just saying. This is a very young, watery rose that I think is very fun. I would say I would give it to someone, for example, in her 20s. That is the vibe of Monday Rose to me. It is a fruity, citrusy, and a little bit sour kind of rose scent. And what I love about this fragrance is that it has a piney note that basically made it as a happy scent. I would say that this is more of like a spring and summer kind of scent, or like, for example, you live in a humid country. I think this kind of rose is perfect in those kind of locations. Longevity and projection, I will say, is moderate with this one. Lasted me around 4 to 6 hours, and yeah, moderate projection as well. Monday Rose to me is definitely young, sparkling, and fun rose scent that, in my opinion, is very feminine leaning. And last from Banana Republic is Orris Vanille. And guys, this is my second favorite in today's video. Wow. This fragrance smells quiet luxury. Very like timeless, elegant, beautiful scent. Definitely my vibe. Basically, this is mainly Orris and vanilla to me. The kind of vanilla that is in here is not too sweet. It's a kind of vanilla that is borderline sweet and green. Very elegant. And the Orris note in here as well is not earthy. It is a kind of Orris note that I love. Imagine Orris by Leda. It is definitely that type of Orris, plus juniper vibes of gypsy water. Yeah, to me, this is like a combo of Orris by Leda and gypsy water by Byredo. Absolutely beautiful. This was a love at first sniff for me, I will say. I really, really love it. I have used this several times because I was really loving it. I will say that this is the most likable out of the three, of course, because it is more of a vanilla scent. It also has sandalwood that is fresh and just a bit creamy. Not really a creamy kind of sandalwood. This is more of, wow, really just feel good, sophisticated kind of scent. Like if you wear this, you will feel instantly pretty. Yeah, that is the vibe of this fragrance. Definitely the same vibes as Orris by Leda and Gypsy Water. If you love those two perfumes that I mentioned, you will definitely love this fragrance. And when it comes to longevity and projection, I will say that it lasted me the entire day. It didn't project much, even though I could smell myself like for the first 4 hours. This is my favorite out of the three. And my second favorite in today's video, Orris Vanille by Banana Republic. And even though it's unisex, I find this fragrance more feminine leaning. And last but not the least is 7 by Sora Dora. And this is their newest release. And guys, this now is a very aromatic scent. This is very different from all the fragrances that I talked about in today's video, as this is something aromatic, herbal, clean, yet dark. This has a very interesting note breakdown, okay? So it has citruses in the top, bergamot, mandarin, yes, definitely citrusy. It has thyme, myrrh, nutmeg, cashmere and ambroxan, white musk, vanilla, oud, sandalwood, patchouli, cypriol, and gayap wood. This is definitely a woody fragrance. However, the thyme in here is very noticeable because it is quite strong, very herbally. So imagine like herbally wood. But at the same time, I don't know, there is something dark about it. I think it's the oud that is giving dark vibes. So having said that, this is sexy. I find this fragrance unisex. However, I think I will enjoy this more on a man. This is in the same ballpark as Initio's Paragon. They are not the same, okay? Not the same at all, but you get me? You get the vibe, that aromatic, clean, musky, sexy kind of winter scent. Yeah, that is 7. I think if you are a fan of cashmere, ambroxan, musky, sexy kind of scents, you will definitely love this fragrance. To me, this is like a winter scent and a very sexy scent on a man. When it comes to longevity and projection, definitely lasts let's say 7 to 8 hours with strong projection in the beginning until, you know, it mellows down. Aside from Paragon by Initio, it is also giving that Not a Perfume by Juliet Has a Gun vibes. So if you love those two perfumes that I mentioned, you will love 7 as well. I find it unique. I don't have anything that smells like this in my collection. Definitely a sexy cashmerean aromatic herbal scent. That is 7 by Sora Dora, unisex, but leaning more masculine in my opinion. So that is the video for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. I have more new perfumes to review to you guys, so you better watch out for more. And once again, I am now an affiliate of So Avant. So if you would love to try any of these fragrances in today's video, minus the Sora Dora one, I have a discount code for you, which I think is Joanna10. It will save you 10% off. They sell samples and they deliver to Europe. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. And if you want more reviews about new perfume releases this year, I'm gonna link here a playlist for you guys to binge watch. And yeah, bye!